Hello all, welcome to my channel. I am Rajivpujala. In this video, let's talk about scheduling the functions. So let's assume that you created a macro function and how boring it is if you're going into the macros and clicking on the button every day. Instead of that, just assume that if there is an inbuilt feature, I mean, it runs automatically once in every 1 hour, 2 hours, or like once in a day as per your requirement. So let's use this time to look into that feature and let's understand how we can do this one. Okay, so I'm renaming the sheet as sheet 1. Okay, so I'm creating three columns: name, age. So Rajiv 32, Sai 33, Mahesh 34. Okay, so let me keep like 34 here and 32 here. So let's take a sample function which sorts the age by ascending order. So after the function it will be like 32, 33, 34, right? So let's write a function script. So the main concept that we're going to talk here is the scheduling process. Okay, function sort the data in sheet 1. Okay, so variable spreadsheet is equal to spreadsheet dot get active spreadsheet. Okay, variable sheet is equal to spreadsheet dot get sheet by name. So we have the data in the sheet 1. If sheet 1 exists, I mean, get the range. Variable data range is equal to sheet dot get range. So it has to first row, first column, and then sheet dot get last row minus 1 comma. How many columns we have? Columns two. I mean, if I mean I'm going little fast here because this is something that I have already covered in my previous videos. Please do watch that one. And or else the length of this video, it will like keep on increasing drastically. And so this one, and now sort what you want to sort specs is equal to array, and let's give like uh, column 2. I want ascending true, right? And data range dot sort specs. Okay, let's run this one and see whether it is like right now it's 33, 34, 33, 32. Okay, it is sorting this one as well. We shouldn't be doing. And let it be like 2 comma 1 here, second row. Let's click on run. Yes, 32, 33, 34. This is really cool. Okay, now let's go back to here. And so how we can schedule this function. So our function name is sort the data in sheet 1, right? So on the left side you can see the triggers. Click on triggers, and then okay, click on add trigger. So what is the cell name? Sort the data in sheet 1. The function name, it's always head. So time driven, hour timer, minutes timer, or specific time. Okay, I'm gonna give it like hour timer, and every hour. Let's click on save. Congratulations that you have successfully scheduled one function over here. So what will happen, once in every 1 hour this function automatically runs and it goes to into the sheet, and it automatically sort the data in the as per the b column, sort the age, right? So how we can see whether this is successfully ran or not? Click on this executions here, and you can see the list of whenever it runs it will give the status, and also it will give you like what's happening over here, right? It's very cool. Now we already have a trigger here. So there are few scenarios when you deliver this one. There are few people, few projects. They would say like, "Hey, is it possible for us to enable the schedule whenever we want to do?" So for some period of time, they want to have this automatic schedule so that they can see the behavior of the system. And if they're comfortable, they are like, okay, to keep this one, or like they would like to delete this one. So why we have to do this manually when we can automate everything, right? Let's see how we can do using the app script. So let's go back into the app script, click on editor, and then let's go back to our scheduling function. So what I'm going to do, let's schedule this one. So if in case if they do tell you that, hey, I want to delete all the triggers, I don't want, I mean, I want to have an option to delete the triggers, can you give me an option so that I can just click on a button and it will delete the triggers for me? That we can do, why not? We can do anything, right? So let's do that one. So let's give a function, create a function like delete all triggers. Okay, let's delete all the triggers. How we can do, variable triggers is equal to script app dot get project triggers. So it will go and it will get all the executions, all the triggers here, whichever we scheduled. And then, so I mean, there might be like one schedule, we only scheduled one function, there might be like 10 function, there might be 10 20 function, we don't know, right? So variable I is equal to 0, I less than triggers. Okay, let's do logo dot and see what it returns. Triggers. Okay, so delete all triggers here, that's the active function I'm running this one. Review permissions, I'm very much happy to do, click on advanced, and this is not really unsafe, I mean, believe me, can do this one, click on allow. Okay, so we have only one trigger, it is not showing the trigger. So can we see the get name or something? No, we can't. Okay, fine. For variable I is equal to 1, I less than triggers dot length, because it's an array which we return, I plus this. That's the reason arrays, if it is an array, we'd start with, no, it's not an array actually. Yeah. So no, it should be, it's an array, so 0. So script app dot delete trigger, which trigger? Triggers of I. Okay, it should be comma. Okay, delete all triggers. And now, so let's see how many triggers we do have. Triggers, we do have a trigger here. So instead of deleting directly from here, let's understand from the business point of view. If your manager or someone would like, or a business analyst would like to delete this one, so for that we already know how to handle this one using the on open statement. Variable UI is equal to spreadsheet app dot get UI, right? So, and here UI dot create menu. So run macros man, I mean, and then we'll keep like that add item, delete all the triggers. What is the function name? Delete all triggers. And dot add to UI. And now we have successfully set up the open function. Let's go back to our spreadsheet and refresh this one. And now we have this function delete all the triggers. Before this one, let's see how whether we have any triggers or not. Go to app script and click on triggers. So we have a trigger here. If the business, you I mean, if the requirement is like delete all the triggers, and if they wanted to delete by themselves, now they will click on run macros and they will click on delete all triggers. The script is finished. Now let's go ahead and let's see, refresh this one. See, the triggers are deleted. And now, what if whatever the trigger that we did here, if they want to have it again, maybe after like 10 days or 20 days of time. So when we could delete the trigger, we can actually add a trigger as well. So let's see scheduling. Let's add function set up trigger triggers. Okay, cool. I need more white space. Okay, variable triggers is equal to script app dot get project triggers. Cool. And and first of all, before they enable this one, we I wanted them to delete all the triggers first, right? Before setting up this one. So just assume that if the triggers are already there and if they're clicking on this by mistake, it will throw an error. So it's best like to delete the existing triggers and set up a new triggers. So now what I can do for variable, I am writing the same code again here. If you see this one, I is equal to 0 and I less than triggers dot length, or else what we can do, it's as easy as that. I'm gonna call delete all triggers here. Okay, this will call this function here and it will delete all the triggers here. So we have deleted all the triggers, and now let's set up a new trigger to run sort the data in sheet 1. Okay, every maybe half an hour, once in every half an hour. Let's see how we can do that. Cool. So script app dot new trigger. What's your function name? Let's go up and let's see the sorted data in this one. Okay, and I wanted it to be like time based. Cool. And what time? um cool. And every minutes, 30 minutes. And then let's create. Okay, so this is done. If you want one more, so basically you can write like the same, you can copy the same, right? And you can change the function like xyz, and you can just run this one. So now let's look at only one. Okay, so this is good. And let's set up a function here. Browser dot message box deleted all the existing triggers, and here browser dot message box created new triggers are enabled. Maybe triggers are enabled. This is cool. And let's add this function to here as well. To here, enable all the triggers, and here the enable part. Okay, let's go back, let's refresh this one, and let's delete all the triggers. This is not expected. Go to app script. Oops. Scheduling, this is good. Okay, both I'm expecting deleted all the existing triggers and triggers are enabled. Okay, fine. Click on delete all the triggers. There are no triggers, it is fine. Let's enable all the triggers. Script triggers are enabled. Script. Let's go and let's check execution. Sorry, triggers. And you can see the triggers are enabled. And if in case if you they wanna delete all the triggers, click on delete all the triggers. Delete all the existing triggers, and let's go back and let's see the triggers are deleted. So this is how you can add convenient features for your business, so that they feel very much comfortable to go and to delete or enable as per their requirement. But if in case if you ask them to go into the code and to click on run to select a function, just assume that how many functions we do have. So it is like it adds more cumbersome to the process and more ambiguity to the process. So whenever we develop a code or develop a function or a product, it should be like user friendly to all the users, because you being the developer, it's very easy for you to develop anything. But when it comes to the business users who may not have much technical experience, it's like a kind of ambiguity for them to go around and to check like what to run, what not to run. If you like my videos, please do watch my rest of the videos. I am planning to create a new playlist for SQL videos, and I will explain specifically about the BigQuery. And then post that, I'm planning to do the Excel VBA macros as well. And then we will also do the machine learning stuff. Thank you for watching my videos. I wish you happy good learning. Please do subscribe if in case if you have not done yet. Thank you.